Chino, nice to have you in BLUFF in Español. What are you doing here, man?
Well, you know, PokerStars was gracious enough to invite me down here and play this tournament, and you know, it's a good time to take a little vacation before the main event. So, me and my girlfriend flew out here. You know, I'd like to say thank you to PokerStars. You know, thank you very much for having me. You know, that was an honor to just be invited down here. And I came here, you know, to play the tournament, but unfortunately I'm out. I admit I played a couple hands kind of bad, and I got short. But my last chips, when I put it in good. I had, you know, the guy had 3 outs and hit the 3-outer, but that's poker, you know, it happens, so it's natural. So now on the time off when I'm done here, I'm just gonna, you know, try to have a couple good days with my girlfriend and just, you know, see what Uruguay has to offer.
Tell me, what's your advice in order for a player to get to the final table?
Obviously, you want to try to, you know, accumulate chips and win the tournament. But my advice, especially for this tournament, was you just gotta get through the day. That's, you know, that was my goal. Every day, just end the day. I knew that every day, if I bagged my chips up and got through the day, that I'm still in, and I still had a shot.
Who is your idol? Who do you like to see you play, and who do you like to play with?
I'm very fortunate to have great, like, you know, tournament players as my friends, as my close friends. For example, like, you know, the Grinder, Michael Mizrachi, J.C. Tran, Nam Lee, Tuan Lee, like Robert Mizrachi, people like these, and also even like Barry Greenstein. Like, you know, Barry's sort of, you know, ever since I made the final table, Barry's been somewhat of like a, not necessarily a poker mentor, but just like a life mentor. Like, you know, I don't really necessarily have a poker idol. You know, I just think that there's a lot of great players out there, especially in tournament poker, like someone who's had consistent success like throughout the years is J.C. Tran. I feel he's a great tournament player. Someone who's not really in the limelight a lot, that people don't talk about a lot, that I think is a phenomenal poker player, is David Pham, the Dragon. He's one of the best up there. Like, regardless of what anyone thinks, like, David can play some poker, and especially some tournament poker.
There's been a lot of controversy about this final table being played in a couple of months after the main event finishes. Now that you're there, I mean, aren't you afraid that you're going to get shot? And I mean, are you getting some practice with people? I mean, what are you doing? I mean,
well, I mean, you know, I think the thoughts crossed all 9 of our minds. For example, my girlfriend, she wants to go skydiving, and I do also. You know, that's something I've never done, and I would love to do that, but I just thought about it, you know, not that I'm scared, but, you know, the 0.00001 chance that, you know, you can dive falling out of the plane can happen, you know. So, you know, we're waiting to hold things like that off until after November. But in a way, I'm sort of superstitious, but I'm not really, like, fearful in things of, like, you know, crossing the street, getting hit by a bus. I mean, if that happens, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
You know, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's all in fate, and, you know, no one has control over things like that. So, also with this tournament, if I win this tournament, it was meant to be. That's the way I look at it now, because, you know, like I said, my tournament life was on the line 3 times, and the first time that I was ever all in for my tournament life was like on day 5 with 2 queens versus kings, and I had a queen. So, like, I'm very fortunate to still be in the tournament and to be on the final table.
Congrats, man.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Para BLUFF en Español, Reinaldo Venegas.